First, we gotta do a little ice cream happy dance. Oh my graciousness. Oh my Lanta. Take a moment, shall we? Wait. We have to do a dramatic hair flip to get the full effect going on. Okay, because I'm so vain. Oh my gosh, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. Hi guys, I hope you all are doing fabulously. Gosh, the lighting's about to go, so this might be a little quick one. Also, you guys, I have to say, the room situation. See this here? Our scheme was definitely not my choosing. Let me know if you guys want me to do like a little house tour and family introduction, because I would be open to that, and I think my family would too, and so you guys can see like, you guys see parts of my house in my vlogs, but I could show you guys what it's actually like. The situation with my room and this color scheme, you know, older siblings went off to college, younger ones moved around, and so I finally, after living my life for 20 years with living in a room with two other people. At one point there was 3 of us all in one room. Yikes! I finally got my own room. This was the littler kids' room, and this is the color scheme. And yeah, I just don't really care enough to like repaint the room. Like, that's a lot of work. That's why the walls are weird. I didn't do it. Just thought I had to explain that. Okay, so the first question I will address, feeling full and having a full stomach, maybe whether it be food or bloating, but just not always feeling super flat and like your 6-pack of abs are showing. That's a huge trigger in recovery. I used to be obsessed with having an absolutely flat stomach, and I couldn't go anywhere unless my stomach was completely flat. You know what I just realized, you guys? That's life. If you want to actually eat, you're gonna have a little bit of a stomach because your food has to go somewhere. Let's just be realistic, you guys. You eat food, you expect it to like vaporize? No, it's gonna go down there into your intestines and start to digest. Unless you're wearing like a bra and you're like going to the gym and you're working out and you're showing up. But for the most part, we wear shirts, we wear clothes, especially in the winter time. Nobody else except you notices how flat your stomach is that day, or if your 6-pack of abs are showing. Like, it's just not worth it, you guys. It's not worth the stress, it's not worth the pain, it's not worth the hours of cardio or ab crunches or starvation. Like, it's just not worth it. Is your sucky quality of life, always being starving, always being cold, having no energy, feeling like you're gonna faint or actually fainting, is that worth having a stomach that is super flat, that you can like fit between, or abs that show that no one can actually really see and that no one's actually paying attention to? That's something I realized in recovery, is that I'm so selfish. I think everybody is looking at me, but they're not. You guys, you have to realize nobody else, like if you go back to school and you think, oh my gosh, I've gained weight and I have to go back to school, everyone's gonna notice and think I'm fat and everyone's gonna hate me, I'm gonna have no friends. Like, that is so not true. You know what else? They're probably selfish too, and they're thinking the same thing, and they're self-conscious, and they're worried about what you're gonna think of them. So it's not always, I don't mean to sound mean, I'm speaking to myself too, but it's not always about you. It's not about you. Like, get over it. I don't think I ever have a flat stomach anymore. I always have a little bit of bloating, a little bit of a food baby. Like, I just don't anymore, and that's okay. That's one of the questions I was getting. Another really good question I want to address: how does your eating disorder affect God and your faith and your spirituality and things like that? And let me just say, it totally affects your faith, because for me, I'm gonna speak on myself, okay? I'm a Christian, I put my faith in Him, I trust in Him, He is in control of my life. When I am struggling with my eating disorder so much, and when that has become the focus of my life, what am I doing? I am dethroning Christ my Savior and putting myself on the pedestal and having food as the idol. And anytime something becomes more important in your life than God, that is an idol and that is a sin. So I'm not necessarily saying that an eating disorder by itself is a sin, but I'm saying the things I do in my eating disorder, when I know they are a direct disobedience to what God is commanding me to do with my life, which is to glorify Him and having my body be a temple for Him and glorifying Him throughout my body and throughout my life. I know that when I'm doing my eating disorder behaviors, and that when I'm so focused on my food, then that's not glorifying Him, and that's where the issue is. That's the problem, and that's when your eating disorder can affect your faith and your relationship with Christ. Because I realized that when I was so obsessed with food, I was saying, God, I don't trust you enough. You don't know what you're doing with my life. I know more than you do. So let me just take things into my own hands again and control my life again, because obviously you can't control You're not in control. I'm in control. And when I say that, I'm not even in control. I am so out of control. The eating disorder has taken control again. So that whole theory just doesn't even work really, because I think I'm in control, but I'm so not in control. I'm so incredibly out of control. My relationship with him starts to strengthen is when I reach for him and give him the control back in my life, and I surrender back to him. Like, no, I know better, God, you don't know. How can you know? He knows. He knows what's best for me. He's in charge of my life, and I have to daily remind myself that I have surrendered and given my life to him, and he is the one that's in control of my life. And when I do that, it's crazy how so much easier it is to rein in the eating disorder thoughts and realize that it's so not important, and that's not what my life's about, and that's not glorifying God, and that is just so irrelevant in the big picture. That helps you guys, because that's my view on it. Again, if that's not your view, please don't. I didn't go to seminary. I'm not super well versed in all of the theological aspects of it, so I'm not going to debate about it, but I wanted to share with you guys my views on that and how it helps me. So take it for you want. I hope it's helpful for you guys. The last topic that I will address in this short Q&A video is going to be exercise and recovery, which I know is a big topic and very controversial. And I'm not going to tell you what to do because I am not a doctor. I will not give advice as a doctor, but I will share with you what my doctor has told me and my views on that. Get hate for this. I do not believe you should be exercising when you are underweight and trying to recover from an eating disorder. When you're very underweight and you're coming from a restrictive eating disorder and you've lost your period, you're always cold, loss of hair, those are all major signs that your body is starving and that it's in survival mode. Exercising is the last thing you should be doing. Why would you exercise when, for one thing, you have no energy because you have no fuel because you're not feeding yourself? Oh, but I feel so good. It releases endorphins. It helps keep me moving and regular. I don't care. Like, it's just not healthy if you're very underweight. If you're almost at your goal weight, if you're healthy, that's fine. Talk to your doctor. I'm not saying you should, I'm not saying this is for everyone, but I'm saying what my doctor has told me. You do not need to be doing it. It's not healthy. It's not necessary. It's only gonna prolong the weight gain process and prolong your recovery to your healthy weight. So for me, I was super obsessed with exercise the first time around. I literally, every time the door closed or someone wasn't looking, I literally had this routine of like up, down, side, and it took me about 12 seconds, but I had to repeat it 3 times. Obsession and compulsion to exercise. And what got me to stop was honestly just treatment. I was forced into treatment and I couldn't work out. Came back and my mind was much healthier and I just didn't desire to, and I was almost at a healthy weight, and then when I was at a healthy weight I was allowed to exercise. This time around I definitely started to exercise a whole lot more, and the thing is, you can tell that it's eating disorder driven if you are dreading it. If the first thought when you're like, I gotta work out, is I gotta go work out, versus I'm gonna go work out today, the weather's nice, I feel like working out today, that sounds fun. That's when it's like okay and your mind's at a healthy place. That's when it's not driven by the eating disorder. But if your thought is, oh my gosh, I had that cookie, I have to go work out, do not go work out. That is completely the eating disorder, okay? Dig down and be like feeling guilty about some food choice. Just felt like you had to because you did the day before, and it's like this obsession compulsion thing. That's when it's wrong, and that's when you need to challenge yourself and just stop. Just don't do it. Or go tell somebody, I'm really having these thoughts, these problems, I need help. Maybe someone can help keep you accountable and they can do something else with you, like read a book, watch a movie, maybe even just go for a light walk. And that's not as physically exerting as, running or going to the gym. When you're so underweight, that's actually really dangerous. You don't really know how bad your bones could be super brittle from the lack of calcium. Again, not a doctor. This is what my doctor has told me. So, if you already have problems with passing out and being super tired and fatigued just in daily life, what happens if you're on the treadmill and you pass out and you smack your head on the handle or the running belt thing? I know this is like not probable, but like you could get brain damage, you could die, like things could happen, you guys. You think, oh, that'll never happen to me, but you don't know. It's dangerous. So please just take that for what it is. I'm just sharing with you my views on exercise. You could use it, for me, I'm using it more as a reward. When I am more weight restored, then I'll get to exercise, and it'll be fun, and I'll actually want to, and that's when I'm gonna do it. So that's my views on exercise. I hope that made you think, is it worth it? Should I do it? Anyway, and I also got Starbucks, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys. It's delicious. What I get, this is a cafe Americano. It comes with all steamed water and then the espresso, but I do half steamed water and half half coconut milk with 3 pumps of vanilla syrup. Not the sugar-free business, the real vanilla syrup, or whatever flavor you like. I like vanilla. I'm a plain Jane. All right, I'm gonna go get some dinner, and we'll see you guys in a few. What are you doing, Jeff?
I'm gonna scoop potatoes when I get a plate.
Potatoes. Oh dear, I made a mess. What's Tim doing?
I don't know. I'm supposed to be scooping veggies.
Carrots.
I'm gonna make a mess.
Hi. Oh dear, the potato is popping over the edge. We might be having a problem here. Butter, almond butter. Both? I think both. I'm gonna have some of this, but I'm also gonna be brave and have some real ice cream. I mean, this is real, but it's like vegan and healthy. We're gonna have some cookies and cream, and we're gonna have some of this business here. Breakup brownie ice cream. So, let's make a bowl. My bowl. It's so pretty. But shall we? Oh my gosh, I'm wearing socks. Oh, I legit did the splits, you guys, because I'm wearing socks on tile. That was a little painful. Taste test. Let's just take a moment. Almond butter, ice cream. Check that out. I'll see you guys. Alright, my friends, I think that's just gonna end out the vlog for tonight. Today was obviously not a full day of eating. I worked like all day, and then I got home and I was like, I'm kind of feeling like I want to talk to you guys. So I picked up my camera, talked about that, showed you guys dinner and my dessert. I'm actually currently right now, my cup was empty, eating like dry cereal because I'm like really craving it, and I'm gonna get more in just a second, but so I hope my little recovery talk today was helpful and it wasn't too controversial / offensive for those of you that are not into some of those things that I talked about. But then again, you don't have to watch the video, so yeah, that's what I gotta say about that. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. That's totally fine. I don't care. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh my gosh, I forgot my outro. Like, share, subscribe. That's all gonna be on the screen after this, and everything will be linked down below. Yeah, now I can say I love you guys so much. Bye. I know is not enough.